The anime kicks off in a laboratory filled with animals being used as test subjects. Surprise, surprise, the place gets ambushed by a group calling themselves the Animal Liberation Alliance. The police show up to ask what these guys are up to, but quickly realize their gear is just cheap toys compared to the heavy artillery the masked youths are packing. Completely outclassed, the cops immediately receive a warning: don't move, anyone who steps out of line is toast. One of the intruders even claims he almost shot the wrong person, then apologizes profusely, saying he was so scared he nearly wet his pants. Right after that, the group successfully rescues all the animals in the lab. Before taking off, one guy boasts loudly that this alliance will put an end to the cruel experiments here. However, mid-hype, a member yells, "Wait, hold up a second, something is wrong." They find a baby chimpanzee that's been shot, gasping for air and covered in blood. Furious, they think this is also part of the experiment. Just as they are about to curse, they realize the chimp is having a miscarriage. If they don't act, both the mother and baby are done for. But life isn't a dream. Their teammates report that the cops have been called, and they need to skedaddle immediately. Desperate, one young man decides to carry the chimp with him, dropping a philosophy bomb that he can't leave a fragile life in the hands of people who treat animal protection laws like toilet paper. Scene change to a hospital. The delivery is a massive success, and the baby is born healthy. After examining him thoroughly, the doctor discovers the baby is a limited edition item, a cross between a chimpanzee and a human, called a Human-Z. The anime then drops some lore about the world, mentioning that in 1850, Charles Darwin published On the Origin of Species and all that. Fast forward a few years, we meet Hannah, the woman responsible for raising the main character, Charlie, the hybrid youth. She is worried sick because her son disappeared into the woods and is about to be late for school. Hannah screams his name until Charlie appears, calling her mom and calling the guy next to her dad. Turns out Charlie was adopted when he was tiny and treated like their own biological child. Hannah tells him to respect everyone and tone down his behavior, no more swinging from branch to branch like usual. The dad asks if he's scared for his first day of school, but Charlie is nonchalant, believing today will be awesome. When they get to the school gate, Hannah worries again, asking if he's okay. They decided to send him here so he could have a normal life, make friends, and study like any other comrade. Before saying bye-bye, the mom tells him to behave, while the dad reassures his wife, telling her to trust their precious son. Just stepping into the school, Charlie steals the spotlight immediately. Rumors fly faster than fiber optic internet, people start calling him the Ape-man. Things get even more lively when they find out he's the son of Dr. Grossman and a chimpanzee. Curiosity levels max out when they learn he once visited the White House. Ignoring the noise, Charlie remains polite to everyone in class, treating the whispers and staring eyes like air. In another development, a group of girls thinks Charlie is super cute, saying if he had Instagram, he'd have 1 million followers. One girl suggests inviting Charlie to their group for some virtual living photos, and the whole group agrees. But a boy is scared, saying he'll pass, because he read somewhere that chimps can lift 300 kilograms, so if you mess with him, you're wrecked. Later, a bunch of students gather to watch the drama because a cat is stuck high up in a tree. The branch looks like it's about to snap. Some kids even suggest calling an ambulance or the TV station for the drama. Suddenly, a girl appears trying to be a hero and save the cat. Everyone tells her to stop showing off, but she ignores them. Her name is Lucy, known as the school nerd. Everyone watches to see if she can actually do anything. The cat is panicking, hesitant to trust humans, but then crawls closer. Suddenly, Lucy slips, but luckily she manages to hang onto the branch. The students below yell at her to get down, saying falling would be super embarrassing in front of everyone. The problem is the branch starts cracking, and Charlie, with ears like radar, spots the danger from afar. In a split second, he leaps through the window, catching both Lucy and the cat before tragedy strikes. The whole crowd is jaw-dropped, pulling out phones to record for TikTok because it was too magical. Before Lucy can even thank him, Charlie drops a calm line saying the cat is fine, then hands it back to her. That scene leaves everyone stunned. Some say he really looks like a chimp. One boy can't process it, saying a normal chimp couldn't even do that. This Charlie guy is like a creature from another universe. The scene shifts to the cafeteria where Charlie is eating lunch. Lucy gathers all her courage to ask if the seat is taken. Charlie hesitates a bit, then says sit wherever. Sitting down, Lucy brings up philosophy to chat, asking about a philosopher's question: what is it like to be a bat? How does a bat view the world? She concludes that to know, you have to turn into a bat. Charlie understands her point, tells her to ask away. Lucy confesses she wants to know if being a hybrid feels cool and if he sees life differently from normal people. Charlie replies that he always asks himself what it feels like to be human. Lucy is as happy as if she won the lottery, asks to be friends, and Charlie closes the deal. Then she explains she presented Charlie's situation to the school board to find a suitable place for him. Just then, 2 girls run up asking for a photo with Charlie. He says okay. They see his plate is full of veggies, asking if he doesn't eat meat. Charlie says he doesn't know if he ever has since his parents are vegan, so he just follows along. Suddenly, a guy named Aussie appears with a jerk attitude, starting to mock Charlie. The girls try to stop him, but Aussie is aggressive. The reason is his family's business is slow lately or something, so he's grumpy. Aussie drops a trap question: if you vegans love animals so much, if a rat with a terminal disease bites you, and only one life can be saved, what do? Charlie replies savagely, I kill the rat. Aussie is dumbfounded, saying he thought vegans considered rat lives equal to human lives. Charlie replies, if I don't kill it, I die, right? Aussie starts screaming for the whole village to hear, saying that in the end, vegans are no different from meat eaters. A blonde guy tells Aussie to get lost. Charlie ends the debate with the line, if you were the one with the disease, I'd send you to the scoreboard too. The group is shocked to the core by that answer. After school, Charlie sees his mom waiting, but upon seeing her, he turns his face and walks straight away. Lucy decides to tail Charlie, finally finding him kneeling to save a butterfly about to be eaten by a spider. Seeing that, Lucy is surprised and extremely impressed. Moments later, Charlie's mom arrives. He pretends to say he was just taking the spider's food away, but his mom rushes him, saying someone is waiting at home. As they leave, Lucy watches from afar, realizing Charlie is truly a gentle good boy. She says nothing. Just smiles secretly. Scene shifts to Charlie sitting in the car with his mom. She asks if the first day of school was fun. The boy looks clueless, like he doesn't understand the question. Then she asks if he made friends, hoping he didn't spend all day swinging on trees. Charlie says no, and the mother and son go home in silence. Next, the scene makes a hard turn to a location blown to bits, injured people everywhere. At the scene, there is a drawing of a monkey face and the signature of the alliance that caused the attack. Right after, we see a group celebrating the bombing. Someone mentions there might have been children at the scene, but the boss doesn't care. To them, this is just the beginning. War has been declared. And in war, there is no pity. Collateral damage is a daily occurrence. The boss steps up and asks how many animals were saved. The minions report they only have info on humans. Going crazy, he screams that only animals deserve pity. According to his logic, animals are born only to suffer and die at the hands of humans. Hearing this, the members start crying, sympathizing with the boss's pain. Later, a guy brings news. He says the explosion is viral on every web front and social network. Then he holds up a photo of Charlie and concludes, this kid is the next target. 15 years have passed, no more waiting. We must capture him at all costs to continue the war. End of episode 1. If you found this addictive, like and subscribe to the channel to wait for the next part. See you next week with the developments of this anime. Bye bye.